Hello everyone. So today I have my last public layout for my Vintage Vibes kit number 2. I'm showing you here some Scrap and Happy Studio Flair that I pulled out. I want to incorporate it onto my scrapbook page. And I'm showing you the 6 full sheets of paper I have left. Initially I had thought I was going to go one way with this layout, but then I decided to go a completely other direction. So I started out thinking I would go ahead and kind of go with this like teal and yellow kind of colorway, right? And then I kind of sat it there and I just kind of looked at it and looked at it, moved it around, looked at it some more. And I don't know, I was having a little bit of like crafty mojo, lack of it, maybe? Let's go with that. So when I have a lack of crafty mojo, I go and look at my girl Shamel. That's what I do. So I grab a starting point of hers, I grab a sketch of hers, I go and I find another a class of hers I've paid for and taken and maybe revisit one of those classes. And inevitably, that is like my best way to get the crafty juices flowing, as it were. I don't know. Her and I have completely different styles, but at the same time, I feel like she is so inspiring that she just inspires me to like take an idea and kind of pull it together. In this case, it worked. It helped. Yes. Fun fact, it usually does help. I have been seriously struggling getting started the last couple videos that I've done. I pick my products, I do really good there, or I pick my photo, do really good there, and then when it comes time to like design the page or kind of get things together, I'm like, blit, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know. Hopefully I can really get some good creative juices flowing, because I've been having trouble with all of it. Cards, just crafting in general. I'm sure we all go through those things though, right? The ebb and the flow, and sometimes everything is just clicking and sometimes it's not. And right now I just must be going through it's not period. So after kind of giving myself some time, I found an older starting point and decided that was what we were going to do. So I chose this paper, which I knew from the beginning when I curated this kit that I wanted this background paper on a page. I love it. It's so pretty. And then what I'm doing here, okay, so this is why I love to curate kits. I am taking all of my scraps, including what was left over from the mixed media background that I painted the beginning of January. I've taken all of those pieces. I haven't even, other than trimming the mixed media panel a little bit, I'm not even trimming things. And some of these things are cut crooked and I'm just going with it. So I literally just layered them all up, created like a little L-shaped pattern of all of the scraps. And because I made everything match and made everything complement each other and did such a good job, I'm going to be able to use a ton of my scraps on this layout, and it's going to all look perfectly and get pulled together really, really well. Love that. So you saw me there. Go ahead. I kind of layered everything out, figured out where I wanted everything to go, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab my tape runner and I'm going to put it all down. And I'm putting stuff at wonky angles and I'm not straightening up crooked edges. I'm just layering all of the scraps from my kit onto one scrapbook page. I'm going to go ahead and mat this photo twice with this Asuka Studios kind of yellow gingham knit pattern. I love this paper. It might be one of my favorites. And I knew that I wanted to use it on a couple different layouts. So I still have a nice big chunk of it that I can use on my 6th layout with this kit. And then I probably will have even scraps after that to be able to use it on some other small projects like cards or my memory planner, things like that, which is what I usually do with my scraps. But I don't know how many scraps I'm actually going to have left over from this kit because I kind of just layered them all up onto this page. Next, I'm going to use lots and lots of rub-ons. These are the 49 and Market rub-ons that are part of the kit. So while I kind of just cut and adhere tons of rub-ons, let's talk about a couple of housekeeping things. So when I curate these kits, I want to make sure I have enough product for 6 full-size 12 by 12 layouts. And then whatever's left over, I usually go ahead and do some cards and do maybe a week in my memory planner, things like that. The 6th layout is my last layout. Using this kit is always reserved for my members. If you are interested in joining, my membership is only $5 a month. You immediately upon joining, you will get access to something like 90 some videos, and most of them are classes. So all of the older classes that I taught and that I used to sell on my website that I don't have anymore, all those classes are in there as part of my YouTube membership. You always get the 6th and final layout for my Vintage Vibes kit. There's also some other little goodies that I throw in there, along with access to some things like unboxing videos or some projects. I usually try to give those first access to my members. So when you go to my channel, you just scroll down a little bit and it's right underneath. It says, thank you to our members. It shows the little thumbnails of all of the members. And at the end of that, it says join. And you can just hit that join and put in your information. Boom, done. I have been told that signing up is super easy, but you do need a Gmail account if that is a difference to you. So if you purchased a kit and you want the last of the videos, that is where you can get it. That being said, I always include all 6 of the layouts and all of my projects in my kit wrap-up, which should be coming soon. This kit is still available, and I will leave the link for kit number 2. But I've ordered my kit number 3. It is being shipped to me now, and it is going to be unboxed and replaced with kit number 2 probably next week. Hopefully next week. So if you're curious and interested, if you want any of these products from kit number 2, be sure to head down to the description box and grab what you would like, and just triple check and make sure that your order is being shipped to you, not to me, because that could happen. I added all of the rub-ons to this page. So I wanted rub-on stitched details to every one of these panels. I wanted it to look like I took all this scrap paper and just stitched it all on the background. And I love how this turned out. One of my favorite things in this month's kit is the pop of black. That pop of black is so good. And it works so well with all of the other colors. So I'm going to go ahead and add my title, and I'm adding lots of thickers and the little stickers from Pretty Little Studio. Those actually, that part of the kit has sold out already. And my title is Restful Weekend with Nala. So this layout, I went away in, did I go away in November or December? I don't remember. to visit my cousin. She lives about 5 hours from me. She is my very best friend. We text sometimes multiple times a day. We talk. We are very, very close. So I went to visit her, and we had a lovely weekend. And I came home, and the only photo I took the entire weekend, which is that good, that's good. I was enjoying myself. We were hanging out, The only photo I took the entire week was this photo, or the entire long weekend, was this photo of Logan and my cousin's dog, Nala. So, I titled the page Restful Weekend with Nala, and I have the photo there, but then I want to add journaling. I'm going to add it on that yellow box up there. In fact, you'll see me in a couple minutes. I'm going to draw some lines. But my journaling is going to be like about the whole weekend, like about how we spent the whole weekend and had a lovely time with my family. And so the photo in this case does not represent necessarily, the photo represents the whole weekend, not just that one moment, right? I hope that makes sense. And now it's time to go through the die cuts. I am going to have so many die cuts left over. So much ephemera left over from this kit. I really gave you guys chock full ephemera. Another thing I'm probably more than likely definitely going to have left over are some of the letters. So that's okay. They can go in my stash. Perfect. No problem. Because the new kit that I just ordered that's on its way is a completely different colorway, like totally different colorway. So whatever I have left over from Vintage Vibes Kit 2 will just go into my stash, and we might pull it out later if I get another layout or another kit later on that needs these shots of black in it. Once I'm happy with the placement of all these ephemera pieces and I really layered them up, I'm going to go ahead and also add these flares. So initially I had thought, well, I'll just use one pack of the flares that I pulled out or the other one. I actually ended up mixing and matching them, which I absolutely love. I love how this turned out. And I will link those flares that I used on this page in the description box. They're not part of my kit. They're part of my stash. I absolutely love, if you have been following me for any length of time, like there are 3 companies, there are 3 little details that end up on like all of my layouts practically. And 2 of those are flares and sequins or crystals from Bridges Monroe. So that's where I always end up going for those last little pieces. So I'm going to end up adding 3 flares to my layout today. I love how this layout came out. I love how I was able to just grab all these scraps and kind of just layer them all up. And they all work together and they all look so lovely together. I am just ecstatic. I have been absolutely loving curating these kits and then working with them. And I hope you have enjoyed seeing them and being inspired by some of the products. I really, really, really love doing these kits, and I hope to be able to continue to do them for as long as possible, for as long as you guys like them. I always kind of said from the beginning, we're just going to go with this until I curate a kit and not one single person is like, yes, I'll buy that. And then I'll be like, oh, well, guess we're done now. So I'm just adding all these ephemera pieces, cutting some of them in half, tucking little pieces in, tucking little butterflies in, things like that. And while at this point I would usually go into my sequin stash and start pulling out sequins, for this layout, I decided to go ahead and grab some of the flat back crystals from Bridges Monroe. These are just the crystal color, so they're really kind of they worked so well with this kit, and you'll see, and they work so well with this layout, you'll see them in the close-ups too. And I'm just scattering them about in all of my 3 little clusters. And that's going to finish off our layout for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are looking for links to anything and you can't find them in the description box, go ahead and leave me a comment. I would love it if you could hit that like button so that YouTube will show this video to other paper crafters and scrapbookers that might enjoy my content on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would so appreciate that. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone. I love you all so much. I am so happy you are here on this creative journey with me. And here are the close-ups. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.